What is up, my guys? Welcome to some Deep Creek Ventures. Got a beautiful rainy day out here, a couple of days after Christmas. Hanging out on the porch. Gonna be reviewing a Christmas present. Got a 6 cents holiday deal right here. 6 cents does a couple of different options. They do the 6-sack, Super 6-sacks, and other bundles. This year for Christmas, they did a couple holiday deals. This is the most expensive one. We're going to dive right into it, check it out. I think it's about $250 what we paid for it. I got it as a gift on Christmas. And they claim a value of about $450 or more. That does include the duffel bag and everything else. We're going to go over it. We're going to put some stuff out on the table. We'll kind of go over each item, talk about it, and whether I'd use it, whether I have it, whether I've used it in the past, what I think about it. We'll kind of talk about the value of it as we go. Somewhere over here on this side of the screen, I'm going to have my phone scrolling, screen record the website, and I'm going to put the items in the cart. And we'll get a total value and see if we really made our money here. I know from past experience with Super 6-sack, I've been very happy and got my money out of everyone. I've been happy with all my products. The difference with Super 6-sack and some of those other mystery boxes is, you know, a 6 cent 6-sack, you're getting a 6 cents product. And you know that you're going to get something that's on their website, something you're probably going to use. Some of those other mystery boxes, you're not really sure what's coming. You're not really sure if you're going to use it. And I've been really happy with the 6 cent 6-sacks. But let's get started with that. Sit down. I'm going to show you the videos up, lures up close right here. Be talking to you on that camera. And on the sidebar, you'll see the value of the products as we add them to the cart. And we'll talk about it as we go. Thanks for tagging along. First product we're going to talk about is the bag itself. This comes on their website. It's about a $150 bag, I think. I haven't looked it up. I just know it's part of their duffel bag kit. They make a couple different bags. This bag is a nice thick material, backpack straps. Got carry handles and then your regular shoulder strap as well. A couple pockets on the outside, a couple pockets on the inside for storing your stuff. And I know that the backpack bundle also comes with your dock kit, your little toiletry bag. It's got a bunch of zippers on it. Good enough for your shampoo, razor, some medicine, some first aid kit. Get everything you need to go on a fishing trip, shove it in the bag as far as your clothes, throw some tackle in the truck, some rods, and we're ready to go. Those are the first two products that come out of the bag. Let's get in here and see what else we got. Let's see. Up next, I see a 6 cents hat. Well, let's go ahead and change our hat then. Doing a 6 cents video. Might as well wear my new 6 cents hat. Hats are about 25 bucks. Most places a hat like this. I'll check it out on the website and see what it goes for. Let's see. Before we get into the tackle, we're gonna pull out some other objects that I've seen in here. First up, 6 cents face shield. Good sun protection. Sun protection is very important. This one's got a little insulated end on it too, keep your face warm. You got to stay out of that sun. Good sunscreen, good face shields. I use Buffs. Definitely going to use this. Let's see. Looking around in here. Got a 6 cents bait cover. These wrap around your rod, keep your bait a little protected, keep the hooks out of your truck seat, out of your boat carpet, out of your leg. My wife would have been happy to have these at one point in time. She used to ride around in my truck with all my rods. Definitely going to use that. Let's see. What else we got in here? Okay. Alright, let's start pulling lures out. See what we got here. First thing I grabbed, 6 cents Provoke 106. 106X. White rattle, it's a jerk bait. Gonna be Ghost Sexified Shad. Their jerk baits are great little jerk baits. Definitely like them. I think I saw another one in here. See if we can get down to it. Cool. 6 cents Provoke 106DD. It's gonna be their deep diver version. Only gonna go about 7 feet, but that's pretty deep for some jerk baits. I think this other one goes about 2 or 3 feet, maybe up to 5. See some big things in there. We're going to kind of shove them off to the side. Next thing we got's a 6 cents gyro tail spinner, part of their sonar series, meaning you're wanting to use this when you're live scoping. It's a good bait, remains horizontal, get out there. Not a bait that I've used in the past, but we'll see what we can get on it. Next thing out. 6 cents axle finesse jig. Looks like it might have came out of the packaging. We'll see if we can find it right quick. I'm sure we'll run across it. When we do, we'll go back over it. Next thing we pulled out, 6 cents Axis Metal 2.0. The 6 cents Axis as a metal square bill. That metal square bill cuts through the water, gives it a really good hunting action. This is in the 4K shad color. Very good looking color. Oh, another product, little 6 cents koozie. Good for my energy drinks on the way to the water. I am really addicted to Uptime and Celsius energy drinks right now. If you've got an energy drink of choice, let me know what it is. I'll give it a try. Let's see. Next thing we grabbed, 6 cents Curve. It's a finesse square bill, goes about 2 foot deep. It's going to be in the Curve finesse square bill. This color is going to be Bone Reactor. Very nice color. Definitely going to get some use out of that. It's great for the rivers and creeks that I like to fish a lot. Up next, got the Swank 77X hybrid swim crank lure. Real good hunting action, 3/4 ounce, 2 to 5 feet. You can burn it and rip it through that grass and hydrilla due to the bill's design and diving angle. That's what they're talking about. Good hybrid, good grass use, good gunnersville bait. This is in threadfin shad color. Definitely going to get some use out of that. Let's see. Got another hard bait here. It is the Pressure Series PD10. The Pressure Series is a really cool series of lures that 6 cents came out with. They are a suspending crankbait. Most of your crankbaits, they dive down to where they're at and then they float right back up. Pressure Series by 6 cents gets down there and stays. Really good when you're wanting to run that bottom, bouncing them rocks and keep it down there a little bit easier. That one's a 10 footer. I think they got a bunch of different sizes in that. 10 footer definitely going to get used by me. Let's see. Got a 6 cents hybrid jig. Hybrid jig is kind of like a mixture of a grass jig, a swim jig, a football jig. You know, it's just a little bit of everything. Different uses for a lot of people. This one is the dark water crawl. Gonna make a great little bait. I think I saw some crawfish in here. Yep, 6 cents Congo Crawl 3.8. Gonna be a good color to match with that. I haven't used the Congo crawls, but I have used 6 cents other crawfish as well as their creature baits. I love them both. I'm gonna be excited to use the Congo crawl, especially in conjunction with that bait right there. Let's see. Up next, we got the Divine Shaky Head, 1/4 ounce green pumpkin, and to pair with it, I've already made one up in here somewhere, is going to be the Busa worm. 6 cents Busa shaky worm, 6.5 inch shaky worm, rigged on that shaky head. It's going to give you a really good stand up on that head, good action on that tail in the water. Fish comes up and going to eat it. Both those products going to work really well together. Let's see here. Up next, we got a Crush 100X. It's kind of a little hybrid square bill. It's not quite flat, not quite rounded. 100X, 2 to 5 feet. It's just a 100 size. They got a 50X and other sides. On up from that, it's 5/8 ounce crankbait, and this is the backwater bluegill. It's a good looking color right there. Definitely going to get some use out of that crankbait. Let's see here. Up next, 6-inch Divine spinnerbait. It's got a hand-tied skirt on it. Hand-tied skirts are really good. Keeps your skirt on a lot better. It's usually tied with wire or braid or something instead of that rubber band. Rubber band's going to come apart. It's stainless steel wire, max flex. Going to be excited to use this. I really like chatterbaits and swim jigs, but sometimes a spinnerbait is just what you need. I usually don't fish spinnerbaits with a trailer, but this one does have a screw lock on it, so if you're using something like a Laztec, it's hard to get on that screw lock, but once you get it on, it's staying on. They got some of their swim baits and other things that can go with that, and let's see. Yeah. This is probably a little big. This is the Divine swim bait. It's a 4.4-inch Bluegrass Magic. It would go on here, be a little big for it. Really, I'd want to be more about a 3.5-inch on that. See, another product that goes with those swim baits, alright, is going to be the treble head. The treble head is a line through swim bait design. Gives you a little setup instructions here on the back. Line goes through the head, tie it to your treble hook, and then peg that thing in the back of your swim bait. I rigged one up right here. This is a Divine swim bait. Put that on there, run your line through the hole right there in the nose. What that does, sorry, it's raining pretty hard out here. What that does is when the fish bites it, the treble hook leaves, stays in the mouth, and the lure's not there to interfere with the treble hook. Hopefully it helps you increase your catch ratio. Let's see what we got next. Man, that's a big one. We got a 6-inch Crush 500 DD, 16 to 24 foot deep diving crankbait. That's way bigger than something I'm ever going to use, but we're going to figure it out. 24 foot, that's way on down there. It takes a real nice, slow, and heavy power cranking ratio to get something down there. Like a 5-4-1 would be perfect for this, but it is going to take forever to get it in. Let's see what else. There's 3 things that I keep avoiding in here. They're really big and really nice. I'm going to hide them over there. Up next, I got a Quake 70. Quake 70 is one of their lipless crankbaits. They got a couple of different ones. I think they got a Quake, a Thud, and a Snatch. I do use their lipless crankbaits. One of my favorite colors is really good on Gunnersville. Had a lot of success with the Quake swimbait or Quake lipless crankbaits. This one is in black magic color. It's a really dark color. To me, this is more of like your nighttime colors, your black water, dark brown, dirty water colors. Not a color that I've ever bought personally, but we'll see if we can catch one on it. Let's see. After that, we got a Vega frog. 6-inch Vega frog. It's a skipping frog, a spitting frog, a walking frog, just a regular hollow body frog. Twin hooks. This one's in black. Straight up just black. I like their Vega frogs. They're a little bit bigger profile, kind of a longer and leaner. I've had good success with the Vega frogs. Got a couple different colors in it. Really excited to try this one. I'm more of a frog that has a white belly, but this one doesn't. It's solid black. And that's okay. There's some days you really need to create that good contrast, and black is how it's going to happen. Let's see. Alright, looks like I got 3 more items in here. Let me feel around before I start pulling them out. Alright. These are the big boys in here, the money makers. 6-cents hangover. 6-cents hangover is a line through swim bait. It's part of their forward facing sonar series. Again, another scoping bait, but you can use this as a regular swim bait. I'll try and go fast here. The weather's picking up behind me. They recommend 25-pound test or 60-pound braid and a good heavy action rod. Line through, again, just like those smaller ones. It's got a tube through there. You're going to feed your line through it, tie it to the treble hook. Fish bites it, treble hook stays with the fish, and this slides down the line so they ain't got this big bait in their face trying to knock the hook out. Really excited to use this. Up next is the 6-inch trace. This is a 5-inch trace. Sorry if I'm talking loud, trying to talk over the rain. 5-inch trace swim bait. It's just one of their jointed glide baits. This is a 3-jointed or a 2-jointed bait with a jointed tail as well, a little soft tail. I've used the 6-inch versions of these with some great success. This particular color right here is a floating version called 4K gill. It's going to do great in my rivers around here where I need that bait to stay up in the water column and try and keep it out of the rocks. And the next thing we got in here is the biggest bait they sell. A 6-cents draw 9-inch glide bait. Look at that monster right there. This is a 3.75 ounce glide bait, 9 inches in length. I would say they're about an $80 swim bait, maybe a little more when you find them in stores. Sometimes you can find a better deal on them. It's a single jointed glide bait. And this one is the live shiner color. I do have one other of these. They also come in a 7-inch version, and I have a 7-inch version as well. Very excited to use this. Now, you might be asking, where am I going to use this? This is bigger than most of the fish you even catch. I've got a plan for this, and I'm going to be throwing it for big stripe in a river on the Alabama-Georgia state line here in a couple of months. Really excited to throw this thing. Just take a look at it. What a beautiful bait. I would say, all in all, I think I've made my money here. This has been a great value. Super excited about the products I've got. I'm going to give most of them a shot. I'd say the bag's about $100 and $150 value there, I think, on their website. And like I said, over on the side, I'm going to have a scroll going, and you'll be able to see the total of all these products as I add them up. But just between the 6-inch draw 9, the 6-inch trace 5-inch, the hangover, we're looking at $100, $150 right here. Probably another $100 in lures on the table. About $100 in the bag, the hat, and the buff. I'm going to say we definitely got to our $450 value. I think this is a really good deal. Now, let's talk about 2025 for a second. Trying to get my YouTube channel off the ground a little bit, and really just having a good time doing it. But we're going to start out the year by challenging ourselves to catch a fish on every bait in this bag and get it posted on YouTube for you. I'm going to be excited to do that, and I hope you come along with us as we try. You got any idea where I should go or what I should try and catch, or what lure I should use first? Let me know.